Sturgeon's SNP set to snatch powers from Westminster in bid to exploit Brexit. Scotland's Brexit minister will meet UK government officials later today in a desperate attempt to persuade Westminster to release new powers to Holyrood as the SNP attempts to exploit Brexit uncertainty. Damian Green is set to meet Nicola Sturgeon's right-hand man Deputy First Minister John Swihey and Scotland's Brexit Minister Michael Russell in Edinburgh as the SNP try to wrestle power from the UK government. Scottish Secretary David Moodle will also be at the meeting with Mr Green, First Secretary of State, focusing on identifying where common frameworks are needed for powers returning from Brussels following Brexit. The meeting signals further efforts by Scotland to gain more power from London in post-Brexit Britain. But the devolved administrations in Scotland and Wales have accused Westminster of a power grab because they do not believe the powers in Repeal Bill are extensive enough. In a blow to Theresa May, both devolved administrations have said they will not recommend legislative consent is granted for the bill in its current state. Mr Russell said, "The bill as it currently stands means that Westminster would take exclusive control over significant areas of devolved policy, such as support for Scotland's farmers and food producers and many aspects of environmental protection and control of our seas. We know that the UK government has its eye on more than 100 policy areas. That is a direct threat to the devolution settlement which the people of Scotland overwhelmingly voted for in 1997. Both we and the Welsh Government have made it clear we could not recommend legislative consent to the bill as it stands, and today we will make clear that changes must be made to protect devolution. All devolved powers currently carried out at an EU level must come back to the Scottish Parliament. We are not opposed in principle to UK-wide frameworks in certain areas, but this must be on the basis of agreement among equals, not imposed by Westminster." Mr Green said the meeting demonstrated his government's commitment to progressing discussions. He said, "We want a positive and open dialogue with the Scottish Government to ensure that no new barriers emerge for people living and doing business in the UK. In some areas there will need to be a common approach. There will be other areas where I intend that the Scottish and UK governments can make progress in identifying policy areas that could be released to Holyrood under the new legislative arrangements. We expect there will be a significant increase in the decision-making power of each devolved administration, and we want to address this in a way which delivers certainty and continuity for people and businesses across the UK. I am looking forward to serious, constructive talks with the Scottish Government on this vital matter." Tory MP Mr Moodle said, "As we've made clear, the bill sets out temporary arrangements that allow us to discuss areas where we will need to take a UK-wide approach and where new decision-making powers can be released to Holyrood. The SNP could also try to upset the UK government's Brexit plans by calling on Scottish MPs to defy Mrs May's plans to leave the single market." The SNP's Europe spokesman Stephen Gethins, who only held his seat by 2 votes in June, has challenged Scotland's 13 Conservative MPs and 7 Scottish Labour MPs to join hands with the SNP and Scottish Lib Dems to fight against plans for a hard Brexit come 2019. The North East Fife MP told the Herald, "Scottish parliamentarians can have a particular role to play in helping bring Westminster together. Scotland's new Conservative MPs are so far untainted by the divisions that played havoc on its parliamentary party during the EU referendum. If Scottish Labour MPs can bring unity to their parliamentary colleagues on this issue, working with the SNP as the third biggest party in Westminster and the 13 Scottish Conservative MPs, there would be a majority in favour of the single market. Scotland's new intake of MPs have a historic opportunity to make our mark, lead and save the UK from the cliff edge of leaving the European single market." Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.